IDOL PRECURE has a beautiful trio, but we know that the team is not complete. Hello everyone, it's Lel, you are on Magical Cinnamon, and this is a spoiler video for IDOL PRECURE. In this video, we are going to talk about the additional cures that are joining the IDOL PRECURE team later this year. So if you don't want to be spoiled, move on to a next video because we are going to talk spoilers. This is your cue. Now it is spoiler time. We already know the names of the cures, and why am I doing another video on this? I'm going to explain later. Let's jump in right into the info that we have. We already know 2 cures are joining in June. They are Cure Zukun and Cure Kiss. How do we know their names? Let's go back in history a little bit. The day that IDOL PRECURE started, a day before it started, we had the release of the IDOL Heart Brooch. The IDOL Heart Brooch, this beautiful transformation device. Girl, I am obsessed with this. This is one of my favorites. This is probably already my favorite transformation device in PRECURE. And when it was announced, obviously people started playing with it with toothpicks, and 2 names were found. It is important to mention that no additional voices were found in this device. We only have the voices of Cure Idol, Cure Wink, and Cure Kyun Kyun. But what happens is that you can put in ribbons here. So there's probably one ribbon for Cure Zukun and another one for Cure Kiss. And what happens is, when you put those ribbons here, it is Cure Idol that says some stuff. What does Cure Idol say? Cure Idol says one phrase about Cure Zukun, and she says Cure Zukun, and then she says that she looks very strong, very powerful. And then if you put in Cure Kiss's ribbon, she mentions Cure Kiss by name, and she says the Cure Kiss is cute and fashionable. This was the first info that we had. And then when IDOL PRECURE started, we got to meet our gorgeous Lady Purirun. We love Purirun so much already. And what happened was a very peculiar thing. The Purirun plushie was released, and the Purirun plushie has a place in which you can put ribbons on it, and it has more than 125 different lines. Very cool, right? And so, obviously, people started playing around with the Purirun plush. Let me stop the background music here, so we have to listen to what the Purirun plush has to say, because this is important. Let me turn up the volume. Let's go. In here, we're going to listen to 2 different phrases from the talking plushie from Purirun that she mentions both Cure Zukun and Cure Kiss. Let's analyze each one of them. Let's start with Cure Zukun. So it's basically the introduction phrase from IDOL PRECURE, from the cures. Utate, odote, fansashite, Cure Zukun puri. It is sing, dance, please the crowd, Cure Zukun puri. Sorry. What's important to mention about this phrase right here is that Purirun, the plushie, talks about the other idols as well. If you put Cure Idol's ribbon, Purirun will talk about Cure Idol, and she will say something like, Cure Idol, give it your best. Or Cure Wink, try your hardest. You know, she will say something, she will root for them as a fan. And in here, she's not rooting for Cure Zukun. She is presenting herself as Cure Zukun. So, yes, Cure Zukun is probably indeed Purirun. And, well, Zukun is kind of a peculiar and weird name. What does it mean? We're going to have to listen to Baby Metal again. Pay attention. I think I went too fast on this. I paused too early. Let's go again. She sings Zukun. Zukun, indeed. And this is important too. Where is it? Look at the Zukun pose. It's like a shot. Bam! Zukun. So Zukun can be an onomatopoeia for a shot. It can also be an onomatopoeia for something very fast, like Zukin, So something very fast is all. Zukun can also mean that. There's also a phrase in Japanese that says ina Zukun, that means fiance. So Zukun can also, ina Zukun can mean someone dear, someone important to you, because your fiance. It's like it has this love connotation. But when we have Kure Idol describing Kure Zukun, she mentions that Kure Zukun looks very strong, very powerful. So I feel like the beam idea, the shot idea, or the fast idea makes a lot of sense for Kure Zukun. So this is what we have for Kure Zukun so far in terms of leaks, in terms of information on her identity. So yes, Kure Zukun is Burirun. Burirun is going to become Kure Zukun. The other line that we have in the toy is about Kure Kiss. Let's listen to it. In here, it basically says, Kure Kisu, Ishoni Gambaru Puri. It means, Kure Kiss, let's try our best together. So yes, probably Kure Zukun and Kure Kiss are going to be a duo. We are finally going to have another duo again as the additional Cures from a season. Joining in the team, it's been a while. Maybe if you consider Nyami and Lilian a duo, but I think it's a different thing here. It's probably going to be a different dynamic. Duos that transform together. The last time we had was Hugto, so I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case with both of them. But what it matters here is that Purirun mentions specifically Kure Kiss, Ishoni Gambaru Puri. So they're going to try their best together. It is different than what she says to Kure Idol, to Kure Wink, or to Kure Kyun Kyun. She roots for Kure Idol individually, for Kure Wink individually, for Kure Kyun Kyun individually. But when it comes to Kiss, it's both of them together. Do we have a confirmation on Kiss's identity? Not for 100%, but I would say 99.9% because it's different than Zukun. Because Zukun, we have this. Oop. It is Burirun presenting herself as Kure Zukun. And with Kiss, we do not have anything. But we do have some stuff, obviously. This is Meruran's plushie that has been released this weekend because Meruran is finally in the show and I love this little thing. I love Meruran so much already. And one of the things that we have with Meruran is the gimmick of the ears. You can play with them. We see that in episode 12. And you can play with the plushie. And another gimmick is that you can press her belly and she will say some phrases. And one of the phrases that she says is nage kiss mero. Nage kiss means blow a kiss. And in the opening, they sing Zuki-un nage step ink. So they mention both of their names in the opening of the IDOL Precure. So there is also that. So Meruran in episode 12 did not blow a kiss. We did not see Meruran blowing a kiss. She was just that jealous sister that wants to have Purirun all by herself. But obviously it's kind of early because we do not know Meruran very well. We only saw her in one of the episodes, and I feel like she is going to learn more about the grace of the IDOL Precure. She knows very little. She saw them battling only in episode 12, which was very cool, by the way. I loved that battle. And that is what we have for Cure Kiss. Cure Kiss is probably Meteoron because Meteoron has a kiss theme in her plushie. Now, after the Purirun plush release, we also have other updates, which was on Collectibles, which is a website that you can buy items related to tokusatsu and also other anime like Precure. And they have already updated their merchandise from IDOL PRECURE to contain Cure, Zukun, and Cure Kiss. One of the items is called You and Idol Henshin Sparkle Showtime Mic. If we read the description of the item, it says, this microphone features lights and sounds and can be used to pretend play transforming into Cure Kiss or Cure Zukun. It also features sound amplification, allowing it to function as a full-fledged microphone. So yes, it is going to work as a real microphone. This is going to be very cool. This is going to kill the parents. The parents are going to be very angry at this item, but it's going to be amazing. So this item is going to be the transformation item for Cure Kiss and Zukun. You can become both of them with this item. So I don't know if they're going to transform together or not. We don't know this information, but we can kind of grasp that they are. And one different thing about this is that the Idol Cures, the UN Idol Cures, where are they? They have the Idol Heart Brooch as a transformation device, and their weapon is the Idol Heart Income, right? The microphone that they use when they're singing. For Cure Zukun and Cure Kiss, this is the only item that we're going to have. It is probably going to be their transformation device and also their weapon. They're going to transform with the microphone and they're going to perform with the microphone as well, which is something I can see that happening easily, because the microphone can also contain the songs that they're going to perform. Just like the Idol Heart Brooch, it has the transformation theme, and you can play the transformation theme here. And the Idol Heart Income, which is their microphone, has the songs. It has Cure Idol song, Cure Winx song, Cure Kyun Kyun song, and Trio Dreams, which is the group song and also the ending. So I believe that this toy right here is going to have both Cure Zukun and Cure Kiss songs, if they are going to have separate songs, or their duo if they're going to perform together. And it's also going to work as their transformation item. Another thing that we have here is other items. We have the Dior from Cure Kiss and the Dior from Cure Zukun. And it's interesting how they write Cure Zukun here. It's basically ZQ. We do not know if this is going to be the official spelling, the final spelling from Zukun. Oh my God, I forgot to bring back the music. I'm sorry. Let's bring back the background music. So we do not know if Cure Zukun is going to have another spelling in her name, or if it's going to be the final spelling, if it's going to be Zukun like this or Zukun. We don't know. This is how Collectibles is writing her name. Might be the official spelling, but we don't know if that's going to be the case. And Cure Kiss, obviously, this is the spelling. Dior is the pre-Corday. And if you're wondering if both Meteoron and Purirun are going to have human forms, like civilian forms, they are, because they have the pre-Corday. Because if they were only gonna become like, Purirun transforming directly into Cure Zukun and Meteoron transforming directly into Cure Kiss, we probably would have a different type of pre-Corday, because we already have the Plushies pre-Corday, the Purirun and the Plushies, the fairies pre-Cordays, Purirun and Meteoron. So, like, for example, Tsubasa, he had the little birdie form, even though Tsubasa had a human form too, but it's not a good comparison. But Purirun and Meteoron, they already have the pre-Cordays as their fairy forms. The Cure forms, they all have their Cure selves and their civilian forms. So I believe that's what we're gonna have for Zukun and Kiss. And last but not least, another thing is the Style Doll. The Style Doll is what basically confirms that both Purirun and Meteoron are girls, because we do not have Style Dolls for boys, at least not in Precure. We did not have one for Cure Wing, which is a crime. And so, yeah, this basically confirms that both Purirun and Meteoron are girls, which now is also confirmed because we already know they are sisters, and Merodon calls her Netama and One sometimes. So they are sisters. So obviously, if Purirun was not a girl, she would not call her a sister. She would call her something else. So this is all that we have for now. Do we have something else? We do have another thing that is not really something confirmed. This is just a conversation. This is just a little bit of a discussion because we do not know their colors. Their colors are very up in the air. And I feel like other items that are being released for both of them. I didn't bring them here. No. Let's see if we can find them in the UN Idol page. I mean, they're going to be here for sure. Because this is another conversation. The Sparkle Light. We already have the Fluffy mascot. The Fluffy mascot is not here. Yeah, the Fluffy mascot is not here. But the Sparkle Light for Cure Zukun and for Cure Kiss is here. And they are here, both of them. And they are this item. The Sparkle Lights so far, they contain the color of the Cure. So Cure Idol is a pink Cure. So we have a pink Sparkle Light for Idol, a blue one for Wink, and a purple one for Kyun. And we do not have the colors for Zukun and Kiss. All that we have is speculation and theories on which the colors that we're going to have. So they say these essential cheering aids appear in the show and during the ending. Use it while watching the show or doing a live performance. Also included is a ribbon that can be used with the Idol Heart Brooch, which is this one right here. This is Cure Idols. So it's going to be the same. One for Zukun and one for Kiss. It comes with a different ribbon that you can put in the Idol Heart Brooch. So the Sparkle Light comes here, but mine is out. So yes, they're going to have a ribbon. A different ribbon as well, apart from their transformation ribbon, which probably exists. Or maybe they're not going to transform with a ribbon because they have the mic. Will the mic have a place for you to put ribbons in? We don't know. But they're going to have a ribbon at least here, which is probably the ribbon that they found phrases in the Idol Heart Brooch, I think. And another thing is the plushie. We are going to have plushies as well. Cure Friends plush, one for Kiss and one for Zukun. The description doesn't say anything. It's this plush right here. It's the regular plush release that we have for basically every Cure in the show. So they are also going to have those plushies appearing in their debuts in UN Idol Precure. Based on the date that these items are going to be sold, we believe that they're going to appear around episode 19 from UN Idol. Obviously, we don't know for certain, but this is just an estimate release date. They're all getting released in June, and they're releasing like in the middle of June. So episode 19 seems to be the closest bet for their release. Let's wait and see. They can come in 18 or 20. We don't really know. And just to finish the video, we kind of know that both Purirun and Merodon are very close, and they are already being promoted as sisters. And if both of them are becoming Cures, this is the first time that we are going to have sisters as Cures in the main team. How cool is that? And apart from that, as I said, I feel like there is a strong chance of them transforming and performing together as the mid-seasons as well, just like Cure Amour and Mashiri transformed together and had their finisher together as well. So that is a cool thing. So I believe that there is this possibility, and I feel like it makes a lot of sense because when we look at the Idol history, we have lots of Idol duos that are very iconic. We have Wink, for example, very cool because it's the same name as Cure Wink. They were very popular idols in the late 80s, and they are amazing, and they have lots of very iconic songs that have been rediscovered recently with the city pop boom. Even though they're not exactly city pop, but still they are a very iconic duo from the late 80s, early 90s. So very nice. They are called Wink. We have W, which are idols from Hello Project. They were part of Morning Musume, and after they graduated from Morning Musume, they became W because they were very similar to each other. I love them so much, especially Aibon. Aibon was a fave of mine in Morning Musume at the time. I was crazy about her. And they are not active anymore, but I'm just saying that like in the early 2000s, they were very iconic. Nowadays, we have other idol duos. One that I really am vibing with is those two that are called Rei Rie, and they were originally from Lady Bird. You probably know them, and now they are an idol duo. They're a very fashionable idol duo, and I really love their songs, especially a song called Marionette. An amazing song. So I was just bringing them here to show that idol duos exist and they are popular. They are part of idol culture as well. So this is a point that I wanted to make because we have right now an idol trio in IDOL PRECURE, and they are amazing. They are everything. We have idol trios in music, in idols, but we also have idol duos. So having a trio and a duo in the season is very nice. And just to finish, I just wanted to bring two fan arts here to the video. One of them is the civilian forms from both Purirun and Merodon, and they are done by Enjoy. Enjoy has done such a glorious work. And as I said, this is a fan art. This is an imagination of a fan who knew that Purirun and Merodon are probably going to become Zukun and Kyu Kiss and brought them here to life in this beautiful, beautiful artwork. Isn't this amazing? Oh my God. I am crazy about them. I am obsessed. And both of them as skewers, we have them imagined by Winglight with those amazing artworks. Zukun and Kyu Kiss. Oh my God. Look at their faces. They're everything. Girl, I am obsessed. I think that's all I can say. There is nothing else I can say apart from really being obsessed with those two amazing artists and two amazing fan arts from both Zukun and Kiss. And it's also important to mention, we do not know how they're going to become cures. We do not know anything about their looks. We do not know anything about their colors either. There are lots of theories going around. I've seen theories saying black and white, black for Merodon and white for Purirun because of the black and white in the logo for IDOL PRECURE. My bet is yellow for Purirun and red for Merodon. It's been a while since we had a yellow cure. It's been a while since we had a red cure. And I feel like red and yellow are very easy colors to do light sticks with. And they're very usual idol colors as well. I've also seen people saying green and pink. Having two pink cures in the same season, I find it a little unlikely, but not impossible. I would love if that were the case. Or pink, not pink, green and red for Merodon. And I have seen some people saying, but red does not make sense for Merodon. Merodon has no red in her. But remember, Milky Rose. Milky Rose was pink and red, and she became a purple cure. And she did not really retain the colors that she had as milk in her cure Sona. So maybe that's going to be the case with Merodon or even with Purirun as well. We do not know if they're going to follow the color schemes of the fairies in their cure forms. This is something for the future, but for the near future, because as they are arriving in June, I feel like it's not that far away for us to have a little sneak peek at them. And I am very, very curious. Anyways, I wanted to do this video. This is all we have for now. I'm sorry it took me almost half an hour. But I wanted to do this video because I have every information that is in this video has been released prior to this in other videos, but I have done a total of 4 different videos bringing all those informations because they were scattered through time. So there was a toy being released, there was the IDOL Heart Brooch being released with an info. I did a video. And then there was a Put It In plush, I did another video. And then there was the top collectible items, I did another video. So I have been doing videos on the mid-seasons, the additional warriors from UN IDOL PRECURE, and you know, they just kept coming, and I wanted to bring all of the info that we have in one video only, because I know it is not easy to keep following and watching every single video, because you know, we all have lives and we all have lots to do. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. Thank you with your patience, and if you've watched up to now, girl, you have no idea how important it is for the channel. What are your thoughts? Are you excited for both of them? What are you expecting to see in Zukun and Kiss? What do you think about their colors? What do you want to see in their designs, in their stories? How do you want them to be? I am curious and very, very excited. Anyways, this is it for now. I want to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.